All right, so the next questions are about self-defense. What are the best tactics for a guy or a girl? So do I know self-defense? Yes, I studied Muay Thai for a very long time, which isn't really a self-defense. Krav Maga, I think, is probably the best, which I've studied as well. With all things related, the number one thing is situational awareness. So not looking down at your phone, being very aware of your surroundings, being able to hear things, take your earbuds out, looking around, and making sure that you are aware of your surroundings. So that's the first thing. And just to look around, like if you see a scuffle over there, you don't want to be over there. You don't want to gravitate towards it. You want to get away from it as soon as possible. Staying in well-lit areas, having a buddy, those are just some basics that can save your life. If you ever had to come into contact with someone, the first step would be de-escalation, meaning talking them down and out of whatever thing. Most people are in a high emotive state. They're going to be aggressive and forward, and if you just drop your tone, keep your hands low, and keep a very soft and controlled voice, then you don't sound like a threat to someone. You could actually walk away out of the situation. If for whatever reason the threat was to come towards you, then the first thing you want is to disable senses and organs immediately. So obviously, like palm strikes to the face, palm strikes to the groin, male or female, that's gonna hurt really, really bad. Eye gouging, so usually like as you're palming up, you can scrape into someone's nose. If you're hitting someone like across the face this way, you can meet it with an elbow as well. You're trying to do as much destruction quickly and then get the fuck out of there. So you're trying to be incredibly violent. It is not a time to play nice. This person wants to do you danger, so you have to disable and disarm them as quick as possible. Obviously, if there was a gun or knife involved, there's specific strategies to that. My buddy Adam Scholl of Scholl Security Group is way more versed in this. He actually trains the military. He's someone that I refer to when I have questions of this source. When you're disarming a gun, again, you need to go to a professional to do that and learn how to do that hands-on. You just can't watch a YouTube video. A gun in your face is fucking scary. Same thing with a knife. There's a whole bunch of defense tactics for that. We're going into meats. I think all meat is fine as long as it is grass-fed and from a farm. Local is the best. There's a lot of debate on whether meat is good or bad for you. I'm sure if there's a vegetarian or a vegan, they'll be very angry. Personally, in my experience, I try to limit my meat intake to maybe one serving a day or every other day and get most of my protein from vegetable sources. So I used to be a huge, literally, meathead, meaning I ate predominantly red meat, eggs, and it consisted almost every meal, where now I've really replaced that with vegetable sources, and I try to eat only one meal a day that is an animal source, and I really try to lean more towards seafood because it's a lot leaner. The animal meats tend to be a lot higher in fat, not a terrible thing, but again, keeping the fact that we want to keep everything in moderation. If you're predominantly eating red meat, it might be a good idea to switch over to some white meats. If you're predominantly just eating animal meats, try switching over to some vegetable protein sources. You know, there's a lot of great veggie burgers out there that you can kind of switch into if you're a burger person. I'm a burger person, so I try to switch that up a little bit. Getting into tall people, bad knees. So typically with tall people, their joints are going to be a little bit different because of the femur length and the shin length. So they have a lot of area to cover. I would say that non-impact workouts would be the best. So pool workouts, like running in the pool, doing footwork in the pool, swimming, that shreds off fat. On the Airdyne, doing high-intensity interval training, so you could do 10 to 20-second bursts for 20 minutes. Again, the Airdyne is based on a limited range of motion, so a lot of people do that post-ACL to start getting blood tear. It's completely fine. Battle ropes, again, you can stay in a light squat position and really get your cardio going there. Battle ropes are awesome. Med ball slams, again, we're limiting the range of motion on the knee. Varying different med ball slams. You could chest passes, side-to-side slams, anything in that realm would be excellent. And last but not least, my favorite, kettlebell swings. So kettlebell swings start in a hinge position. Now, the difference between a hinge and a squat is the hips in a squat. So a squat, your hips go, below your kneecaps. Okay, that's a squat. A hinge, your hips are above your kneecaps. If you guys can see this, I'll demo it really quick. Hopefully my phone will keep. So a hinge, the hips stay back higher than the knees. And a squat, I drop my hips below my knees. So for people that are tall, you want to limit that. So kettlebell swings are fantastic because you never move. You're only moving your kneecaps maybe 30 degrees. Okay, so that would be answering all your questions. If you guys have any other questions, you can shoot it below. If you need any clarity on anything, please let me know. Again, my name is Adrian Ortiz. I'm the creator of the Ammo Nutrition System. I did own Ammo Fitness before this, and I hope you guys find this useful.